The Falcons 1 for 10 from the field. The Thunder 1 for 8, 1 for 3 from three-point land so far. That is going to be changed to a 2. Looks like the front of Castle's foot was on the line there. But still not a lot of offense in this so far as Paige Zerbel's shot misses and the rebound goes once again to Ellie Castle. Castle's got 5 boards so far as Swider pulls up, looking for her second basket. No good, but a rebound right into the hands of Caroline Sicknick. And she gets the deuce. 6-2 the score for the Thunder. 2 straight baskets for Wheaton College. Gives them a 4-point lead inside to Smitsdorf. Good defense by Castle. Alters the shot. No block given. And a rebound for Sicknick. Pushing quickly up the floor is Schwenk. Castle behind the 3-point line, guarded by Smitsdorf. She's going to think about it. She's going to dish it to Sicknick instead. There's a 3-ball attempt, and it goes in. No doubt about that one from Annika Richardson, the first made 3-pointer of the game. And it is 9-2 on a 7-0 run for the Wheaton Thunder. Thought about the 3. Instead will leave it is Buchholz, and she sends that towards Zerbel, and it goes out of bounds. And time's called for a pair of substitutions for each side. Checking in for the Thunder is Anna Mooney and Zoe Nordling, each making their first appearances of the game. Starters coming back in as Madeline Taubenheim returns for the Falcons. Nordling back up top for Castle. The pull-up jumper is good again, and the run continues. A cold start to the game for Wheaton, but they've made their last 3 baskets and have an 11-2 lead, have scored 9 unanswered. Long range, no good. It's off the side of the rim. Rebound squirts out to Mooney. The Thunder pushing it down the court with Nordling. Nordling pulls up from the foul line, no good. Rebound secured, layup, no good by Mooney. And ball ends up in the hands of Shaliga. It's going to go out of bounds, and last touch by Shaliga. Didn't touch any player on the Thunder, says the officials. Rhonda Moore, Donna Mobley, and Dan Fisher are the 3 officials as a timeout is given to Concordia University of Wisconsin, called by Stacy Brunner-Jones in her 17th season in charge of the program. We're going to stay here for right now as we had a little bit of technical difficulties in the start. Annika Richardson leads the way for all scores with 4 points. Hannah Swider has a 3. And 11-2 is the score right now. As the first 6 shots were missed by the Wheaton College Thunder, they have made their last 4 baskets on a 9-0 run, including a Hannah Swider 3-ball. Swider led the conference in 3-point percentage in last season. Second team All-CCIW, coming off of a career-high 23-point game. And another 3-ball from Swider. Speak of the shooter, and she shall appear. 14-2. The lead keeps on growing for the Thunder coming into this contest off of a conference win. 9-2 overall on the season. And there's the first 3 of the game for Concordia. Aubrey Buchholz gets a triple, and it's 14-5. First basket scored in about 3 minutes for the Falcons. Ball back to Swider. So hot hand off the ball. Sends it for Nordling. Nordling drives, left-handed layup, no good. And the ball's rebounded by Vergitz. Aubry pushing the ball up the court, looking to go down the middle. Instead kicks it out to the side to Buchholz. Buchholz on the drive. Back to Aubry. Swings it all the way around for Taubenheim inside. And a foul called on the floor. Hannah Swider the culprit. Getting Cameron Shaliga. And a substitution as the starting lineup will return to the court, or another starter will return to the court as Deidre Lasser takes off Erin Vergitz. Lasser scored the first basket of the game at the 5.5-minute mark. Slow start, but the Wheaton Thunder have absolutely rolled since then. And there's a steal for the Thunder. Anna Mooney leading the fast break. Ball back to Castle. And a deep three from the corner, and it's good. Hannah Swider widens the hoop. Her third three ball of the contest, 17-5, a 12-point lead for the Thunder. They have absolutely caught fire. And field goal percentage at 6 for 16 now after they missed their first 6 shots. Shaliga doubled up in the paint, shakes off one defender, back Swider down in the post, the layup off the rim, no good. Rebound back out to Shaliga, blocked by Castle, and the rebound goes to Nordling as a foul called against Cameron Shaliga. First block of the contest for Ellie Castle, who leads the team with 1.1 block per game. Another player coming off of a career high, 17 points in the last contest. That loss against Illinois Wesleyan, 81-62. 9-0 against teams not in the CCIW are the Thunder, but they have split their conference games 2-2 in the month of December so far. A turnover for the Thunder as Shaliga is substituted. He's going to take a rest. Aaron Verget's coming back on the court. Lassiter gets the ball at the foul line, and a reach-in foul called on Nordling, and that's going to be her first. Nordling getting her first start of the season, has played in now 11 of the team's 12 games, with Reagan Obery set to rebound. Inbound, Obery kicks it out to Buchholz from the corner, in and out, no good. And the rebound falls out of the hands, ends up a jump ball between Lassiter and Rachel Brady, getting her first appearance of the season. 7 rebounds and a steal in 6 games played last season. But she gets her first action of 2021. Corner three from Sicknick, no good, and the rebound to Vergets. And now the Falcons will push it up. Buchholz has been the main 3 shooter so far for the Falcons. Here's Vergets, kicking it out of the post, back to Obery. Obery guarded by Nordling, crosses to the left hand, dives inside, a nice move, Euro step from Reagan Obery to get her first bucket of the game, and the lead is down at 10 from Wheaton with 13 seconds left. Quick attempt by Nordling, she'll miss, but the rebound and bucket goes to Annika Richardson. She's got 10. 2 seconds left, Lassiter misses the pass over the middle. It's stolen by Nordling, and that is how the cookie crumbles in the first quarter. So a slower start from both teams on the offensive side, but Wheaton exploding, finishing out the first quarter on a 19-5 run over the final 5 minutes. We're going to take a short break on WTSN, and the Wheaton Thunder rolling so far, a 12-point lead after 1 quarter. Back with you on WTSN, 19-7 in the first quarter, thanks to 8 points, including 2 threes from Hannah Swider. Annika Richardson, 5 points and 4 boards. Ellie Castle, 4 points and 5 boards for the Thunder. As a great defensive showing by Wheaton so far. Concordia, Wisconsin can't seem to buy a bucket, just 1 3-pointer allowed, 3 for 18 in the first quarter, 1 for 6 from behind the arc. Good defense, especially in the paint from the Thunder. have this game as distant as it is between the two teams facing off for the first time in program history. Aubrey Buchholz has made the only three-pointer for the Falcons. Now Aubrey. The turnaround jump shot is good again. First player with multiple buckets for the Falcons. Game's back at 10-point lead for the Thunder. Reagan Aubrey has 4. Going inside, shot blocked away. I believe it was Vergitz on the block. Anna Mooney, the shooter, she's got a block of her own. Pair of substitutions coming in as the starters are now fully back on the court for Concordia University of Wisconsin. Couple of fouls for Cameron Shaliga. She's back in as the inbound pass under the legs of everyone. Annika Richardson with 7 points now. 21-9 a score for the Thunder. With a minute gone by in this second quarter. Another steal, that's Ellie Castle who taps it out. Schwen gets it inside to Durrill. Durrill getting around Lassiter, no good. Rebound by Richardson and loses it. Lassiter finds it though. Reagan Aubrey pushing the break, but numbers back for the Thunder. Aubrey to Shaliga, thought about the three. Great recovery defense from Wheaton College. And I believe that is just going to be out of bounds. Some contact. No, they're going to give that Lily Schwen, getting her first foul of the game as Hannah Swider will check back in, taking off Anna Mooney. Swider, team's leading three-point shooter and free throw shooter. Also the leading scorer. Here's Aubrey. Gets it inside to Shaliga, trying to get it around Castle. Up and under, no good. And a shooting foul, so the Falcons will go to the line for the first time, and it's Lizzie Smitsdorf who will head to the charity stripe. Second rebound of the day for Lindsay Smitsdorf. She comes into this game shooting 62.9% from the line. Clangs off the rim and in for the first basket, and the Falcons are in double figures now as Smitsdorf gets her first point of the game. Smitsdorf makes them both as a substitution. Off comes Annika Richardson, leading scorer on the day so far. Caroline Sicknick is checking back in. She's had a couple of nice plays on offense so far. As a turnover going against the Thunder. Offensive foul on Sicknick, her first of the day. And now the Falcons will take it out. Reagan Aubrey playing point guard to replace Lindsay LaNegro at that position. One of 6 players unable to play in this contest for the Falcons. The Thunder are missing 5, including 2 key starters in Kaylee Hermanson and Annie Tate. Pull-up jumper from Castle. Cash money. Ellie Castle does it all. 6 points for her in her final season with the Thunder. Or second to last. She is a junior. Forward out of Tunston. Or forward out of Southern Lehigh High School in Pennsylvania. Shaliga, well defended. Trying to get her on the baseline. Shaliga taking on 3 defenders at once. Very confident, but great defense by the Thunder. Castle's tied up into a jump ball. Possession remaining with Wheaton College. Here's Lily Schwen, the usual point guard for the Thunder. Schwen has played every game. 11 starts in the 12 games that the Thunder have played this season. Durrill thought about the 3 with Shaliga on her. She'll kick it out to Swider from the corner. No good, but rebounded by Castle. Castle out to Schwen. They're going to reset. Swinging around the perimeter are the Thunder. Swider has it now on the left wing. Here's Sicknick. Around the Swider pick. Durrill curls, drives, lowering the shoulder and drawing the foul. A blocking foul on Deidre Lassiter. That's going to be her first. And Bryn Durrill will head to the line for the first time. Second trip to the line by the Wheaton Thunder. It was Lily Schwen who missed the first 2 free throws that the Thunder took First of two is good from Durrill, her first point of the game. Durrill swishes them both. 14-point advantage for the Thunder now as Lassiter checks out with foul number 3. Here's Reagan Obrey. Sent it inside for Smitsdorf. Falcons have had a lot of trouble establishing any sort of presence down low. Great interior defense from Kent Madsen's squad. And another steal. Great defense all game long from Caroline Sicknick and the Thunder, as Sicknick is called for the travel. Couple of turnovers though. That's number 6 in the turnover department. But 5 steals for the Thunder so far. $14-point advantage for Wheaton College. Smitsdorf gets it in the paint. Kind of a rip move on the come up, enough to draw the foul from Bryn Durrill. Double teamed by Castle and Durrill. And Smitsdorf will go to the line where she is 2 for 2 already tonight, as Sicknick will check out. Zoe Nordling will come back in. Smitsdorf over 60% from the line this season. She's 3 for 3 now tonight after making the first. Lindsay Smitsdorf, second in the NACC with 11 rebounds a game. Leading the way with 3.1 blocks as well, as she makes them both for the second time tonight. 25-13 is your score with about 6 minutes left in this second quarter. Wheaton Thunder have had the advantage for most of the game. Castle from the corner, off the rim, no good. Obrey gets the rebound. She's looking to push. Vergitz is ahead of her, but covered up by Nordling. Trapped in the corner. Thought about the 3, did Shaliga. Shaliga drives back out to Obrey for the open 3, no good. Ball tipped away into the hands of Hannah Swider. And a fast-paced contest continues as Schwen speeds it up the court. She's well guarded. Schweider's got the open look. Not someone you want to leave open out there, but she can't connect. Rebound number 6 for Castle. Castle with a baby hook shot, no good. And now the Falcons will control possession. Stacy Brunner-Jones motioning to Obrey to slow the play down just a little bit. The Falcons recover. Pass tipped by Vergitz. And Smitsdorf ends up controlling it for the bucket. Took up a lead down to 10. Schwen. Now Durrill. Durrill to Castle. Castle picks it up behind the 3-point line, forced to give it up to Schweider. Schweider back to Castle. Now Schwen with 9 on the shot clock. Schwen driving baseline. The floater is good over a couple of taller defenders, including the big body of the 6'1" Lindsay Smitsdorf. Lily Schwen, 2 points on the day for her first basket. As Shaliga sends it down low for Vergitz, who's doubled on the trap. Smitsdorf loses it, comes up with it, tries to pass it out, and it's taken away by Durrill. Fast break opportunity for Nordling. Nordling, left-handed layup, no good, but a great job to tip it out. Right to Hannah Schweider goes the ball, no good. And Smitsdorf on the rebound. Give some heads up to Bryn Durrill. Tipping that ball out for a good look for Schweider, who cannot connect. A trap defense working wonders for the Thunder right now, forcing another bad look at 3. That's Paige Zerbel, her first triple attempt of the day. But a bad pass bounces off the hands of Durrill and deflects out of bounds for turnover number 6. 2 more substitutions coming in for the Falcons, including Aubrey Buchholz, and Madeline Taubenheim will return. She replaces Obrey, and a steal for Schweider. Schweider's all alone on the fast break. She's going to calmly take the left-handed layup and get it to go. Hannah Schweider will become the first player to 10 points. She's got 8. She's got 10. 29-15 your score with 3.5 remaining in this first half. Corner 3, no good by Taubenheim. Rebounded to Schwen. Schwen looking ahead to Durrill, who's ahead of everyone. Durrill the layup, no good. Great recovery defense by Vergitz and Taubenheim. And Zerbel pushing. Slowed up, good defense from Schwen. Vergitz thought about the three, instead chooses to drive, but great defense by Castle. Forcing Vergitz away from the basket and making the stop. And an emphatic block, Lindsay Smitsdorf sends Nordling's layup attempt into the stands. As we're going to have a debut, or a second appearance for Demia King. She played her first collegiate game just 2 minutes in December 11's win against Illinois Tech. And Demia King playing her second straight game in her first season as a Falcon. Smitsdorf backing down Castle on the post, pivoting away, gives it up to Vergitz. Around the Smitsdorf screen, Vergitz in the post, has to spin out again. Buchholz loses control with 7 on the shot clock now. Buchholz, great defense on the top of the key, and Durrill ties her up, but the ball will stay here with 2 seconds on the clock. Caroline Sicknick comes in for Bryn Durrill. King will inbound underneath the Falcon basket. Sends up tie to Smitsdorf, lets it go, and it gets to Mooney. Mooney, one-on-one with Taubenheim. Physical, gets the player away, no good. No foul called, but the ball stays with the Thunder. It certainly looked like Anna Mooney sent her elbow into Madeline Taubenheim. Nothing called, and the shot missed. Inbound to Castle, off the mark. She tips it away, and trying to save it, and failing is Anna Mooney. Demia King right there to make the play. The freshman at a Milwaukee Lutheran High School. Around the screen goes Taubenheim, kicks it to Buchholz. Sends it inside, Vergitz. Smitsdorf off the glass and in. Lindsay Smitsdorf leading the way with 8 points for the Falcons. It's 29-6 to 17. Corner three off the side of the basket. No good there from Mooney. Falcons have been behind by double digits since the first quarter. They trail by 12 now with a minute and a half left. Inside, Castle losing the ball, and Buchholz steals it. Buchholz pulling up just inside the arc. Kicks it to Vergitz. Now Smitsdorf inside on the post up, no good. Ellie Castle has been a force in the paint. And Smitsdorf has been working her hard all day long. But Castle 6 points and 6 boards to go with it. Taking it herself and missing is Swider. Actually, that was Nordling. Taubenheim sends it inside. Open look, but no good for Vergitz. 33 seconds left. Running out the shot clock. It'll be 7 seconds for the Falcons to get a shot if the Thunder run the clock out. Sicknick in the corner. Up top to Castle. Now Nordling. Inside, Sicknick pivots inside, loses it, needs to save it. 3 seconds left. Nordling has to chuck up a prayer off the backboard, and that is going to be a 24-second or 30-second violation for Zoe Nordling and the Thunder. But it gives 5.5 seconds left for the Falcons to get one last bucket before the half. Deidre Lassiter scored the first point, and it's been all Thunder since then. Been in the lead since it was 4-2 as a quick steal from Nordling. Half-court shot, no good. And that just about sums up the day. Any chance for momentum that the Falcons have had have been quickly snuffed out by Wheaton College. They have been in the lead since about 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter, and now have a 12-point lead, 29-17 at halftime. 2 days before a new year, and 2 quarters separate the Thunder from their 10th victory of the season. We'll be right back here on WTSN with more Wheaton College Thunder basketball.
Hello, my name's Priscilla, and I'm an Applied Health Science major from Portland, Oregon. Thanks for joining our tour today.
And I'm Blake. I'm a History and Communication major from Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome to Wheaton. Let's get started. Established in 1860, Wheaton College is guided by its original mission for Christ and His kingdom, a mission to educate the whole person and prepare you to make the difference God is calling you to make. Our 2,400 undergraduate students come from all 50 states and over 70 countries to make Wheaton College their home for the next 4 years.
We're located in Wheaton, Illinois. Campus is only a short walk from a downtown area filled with coffee shops, parks, and restaurants. We're also next to a train stop that will take you directly into downtown Chicago. There, our students can access the arts, culture, internships, and job opportunities that the nation's third largest city provides. Also, your Wheaton student ID gets you free access to the Art Institute of Chicago, one of the largest art museums in the United States.
Our first stop is Blanchard Hall, the oldest and most iconic building on campus. Blanchard was built in 4 separate sections, beginning in 1853 and completed in 1927. It currently houses several academic departments and administrative offices. Since our founding, Wheaton has only had 8 presidents, starting with Jonathan Blanchard, a known abolitionist and believer in quality education for all. Our current president, Dr. Philip Wheaton, began his term in 2010, and the students are big fans of his. He regularly captains intramural teams, invites students over to his house for game nights, and if you ever need to find him, check the basketball courts around 6 a.m. He'll probably be playing his regularly scheduled pickup game in the Krauser Sports Complex.
Also featured in Blanchard Hall is our Missions Wall, a celebration of alumni who have gone on to serve in cross-cultural missions, hundreds of names and decades of service around the world. Wheaton's commitment to academic excellence, the liberal arts, and education of the whole person will prepare you for whatever and wherever God is calling you, from the mission field to the boardroom.
We have over 50 majors, certificate programs, and accelerated master's programs. Our student-to-faculty ratio is about 10-1, and our average class size is about 23 students, which means you'll definitely get to know your professors. What's even better is that they will actually be intentional about getting to know you outside of the classroom, whether it be through office hours, meals in the dining hall, or even inviting students over to their homes for dinner. Few things make me happier than a home-cooked meal.
Wheaton values experiential learning for all students. We offer extensive study abroad opportunities through our Office of Global Programs and Studies. There are over 70 semester and summer programs. This next year, I'll be studying abroad through our Human Needs and Global Resources program, what we call Hunger. Hunger is an academic certificate program unique to Wheaton. It can be added to any major and includes on-campus coursework as well as a 6-month internship abroad, where you integrate your area of study with cross-cultural research and service.
Our next stop is Edmond Chapel. 3 times a week, students gather here for prayer and worship. Now I gotta be honest, having chapel 3 times a week seemed a little intimidating, but our chaplain's office does an incredible job at making chapel an engaging and enriching experience. We have diverse speakers from all over the world come to teach, as well as members from our own faculty, staff, and even student body. Chapel bands and student ensembles from our conservatory lead us in worship as well. Chapel is central to our mission because it refocuses our hearts and minds on God and on what Jesus is doing both in our lives and throughout the world. This large space also hosts concerts by Wheaton ensembles, guest artists, the annual talent show, and other student events run by our college union.
Armerding Center for Music and the Arts houses our Conservatory of Music. The conservatory provides professional training in music performance, music education, composition, and more with world-class faculty. Armerding was completely renovated in 2017 for our conservatory, with a recital hall, 2 recording studios, a digital keyboard lab, faculty studios, practice rooms, and more, all specifically designed with musical acoustics in mind. A new 650-seat concert hall and a large choral rehearsal room opened in August 2020, completing the second stage of renovation. Dr. Michael Wilder, our Dean of the Conservatory, Arts, and Communication, frequently reminds us of the biblical importance of music and worship. Even if you're not a music major, you can participate in one of our many ensembles or take private lessons, and you can add a certificate in worship arts to any major. Coming to college to study the sciences, I didn't know if I'd be able to stay involved in music, but quickly found musical outlets in gospel choir and our co-ed a cappella group, Amplify A Cappella. Even with ensembles I'm not involved in, there are plenty of opportunities to enjoy campus concerts and performances each semester.
Krauser Sports Complex is home to 21 NCAA Division III intercollegiate teams, who combined have won over 40 conference championships in the last 10 years. We also have 7 club sports teams and many student-led intramurals, including sand volleyball, inner-tube water polo, and more. 80% of the student body is involved in the activities offered through the Krauser Sports Complex. So Krauser plays a big part in student life at Wheaton. It has practice gyms, a rock climbing wall, a fully equipped weight room, and a dance studio featuring group fitness classes. Also housed in Krauser is a 25-meter pool and King Arena, used by our varsity volleyball, wrestling, and basketball teams. Our varsity men's basketball team made a Division III Final Four appearance in 2019. Across campus, you will see McCulley Stadium, home to the Wheaton Thunder football team, who advanced to the Division III quarterfinals in 2019. And next to that is Joe Bean Stadium, home to our men's and women's soccer teams. Let's go Thunder! Wheaton is a residential campus, and 90% of our students live on campus all 4 years, whether in residence halls, apartments, or houses. If you're an incoming freshman, you'll be living in one of our 2 underclassmen residence halls, Fisher Hall or Smith-Traber Hall.
With 75% of our students coming from outside of Illinois, we aren't a school where students go home on the weekends. Instead, students invest in making Wheaton their home, and residence life is a prime example of how living in community is central to our lives as Christians and central to daily life at Wheaton. Dedicated residence life staff support students mentally, physically, and spiritually. Student residence assistants on each floor plan events and community building opportunities, like the annual Oktoberfest, a contest specific to Smith-Traber Hall, where floors prepare and offer immersive, themed tours.
But if you ask me, I had way more fun at the Fisher Dodgeball Tournament.
However, I think we can all agree that Smith-Traber is clearly the superior residence hall.
That's hilarious. Even the visitors watching know that Fisher is obviously better.
Our next stop is Myers Science Center. Rising from the rocks to the stars, with geology and environmental science on the lower level, and moving up to our observatory at the top, this structure is built on a grounded passion for learning through and from God's creation. Wheaton's commitment to the integration of faith and learning continues strongly through our study of the sciences. At Wheaton, we believe that all truth is God's truth, so the study of God's created order is both an academic and a spiritual pursuit. Almost all professors have their own labs where undergrad students conduct research alongside them. We offer rigorous preparation for pre-health tracks through our dedicated health professions office. As an applied health science major on the pre-nursing track, my hands-on learning experiences here have profoundly shaped my passion for the sciences. Getting to learn in the cadaver lab only deepened the way that I understand and engage my faith in relation to our physical embodiment. Meyer is also home to Perry the Mastodon, one of the most complete mastodon skeletons in North America. Found in nearby Glen Ellen in 1963, Perry was excavated by Wheaton geology students and now has inspired our Thunder mascot, Tor.
Beamer Student Center was named after Todd M. Beamer, a 1991 Wheaton alum who lost his life on Flight 93 during the 9/11 attacks. His famous words, "Let's roll," have become a motto to us here at Wheaton. Lower level Beamer, or low beams as we like to call it, is where you'll find study spaces, Sam's Coffee Shop, the Stoop Grill where you can grab some burgers and fries, a game room, the college post office, and the chaplain's office. Beamer also houses many of our student engagement offices, such as the Student Activities, the Office of Christian Outreach, the Office of Multicultural Development, and International Student Programs. Not to mention more than 75 student-initiated clubs and student-led groups. Low Beams is a pretty busy place. Each office has its own staff committed to student growth and resources for learning outside the classroom and having fun outside the classroom. But one of my all-time favorite spots in Low Beams is Gold Star Chapel, a small prayer chapel that's perfect for quiet devotional times. It's named Gold Star for the 39 Wheaton College students who gave their lives during World War II.
Beamer Student Center also houses Anderson Commons, our main dining hall served by Bon Appetit. We've been consistently ranked among the top in the nation for our food, and Bon Appetit is committed to preparing locally sourced meals in their scratch kitchen. The dining hall is a great place to meet friends old and new, enjoy a meal with one of your professors, and delve even deeper into the campus community.
Right across from Beamer is our bookstore and the Center for Vocation and Career, or the CVC. The CVC prepares you to take your Wheaton education out into the world. With dedicated career coaches assigned to specific majors, they will provide plenty of opportunities for growth throughout your 4 years here. Offering more than just the traditional resume and interview help, the CVC helps you figure out who you are, what strengths you bring, and where God is calling you through a curriculum of self-reflection, career exploration, and a commitment to internships. They also help networking and introducing students to employers. Wheaton has an extensive and international network of alumni who love to connect with and offer opportunities to current students.
At Wheaton, you don't have to settle. Wheaton gives you an opportunity to become the person God is calling you to be and prepares you to make the difference God is calling you to make for Christ and His kingdom.
Thank you for joining our tour today. Know that the admissions office and many more on this campus are praying for you, praying that the Lord would direct your next steps and guide your college decision. We would love to connect with you further. Contact the admissions office to meet your admissions counselor, get your questions answered, and to set up your next visit. We look forward to meeting you. See you soon.
Back to King Arena here on the campus of Wheaton College. Josh Sperber here on WTSN, as it has been all Thunder so far. After taking a 4-2 lead early in the first quarter, they have maintained a double-digit lead since about the 2-minute mark of the end of the first. It has been a great game on offense after a slow start for each team. The Thunder picking it up just a little bit, holding the Falcons to 6 for 32 from the field in the first half. The Thunder at 12 for 39. Each team combining for 4 of 10 from 3, just 1 3 from the Falcons, 3 for the Thunder. Pass going inside to Richardson, misses the shot, and Shaliga gets the board. Obrey back in at the point guard spot as starting lineup start the second half for each team. Obrey inside for Lassiter, gets out to the wing, kicks it back up to Obrey, off the screen to Taubenheim. Now Shaliga making her third start of the season and her third game of the season. Ice cold from the corner, first shot of the half is good by Cameron Shaliga. As Shaliga gets her first bucket of the half. And her first bucket of the game, 1 for 8 on the day so far, as Schwen kicks it outside to Swider. Thought about the 3, instead the step back and puts it in. Cash money, Hannah Swider. Her third 3 of the contest. She leads the way with 11 points so far. Foul called on Swider, her second of the game. That'll send Smitsdorf for the line. Only player to go to the free throw line for the Falcons, where she's 4 for 4 so far today. Make that 4 for 5, missing her first free throw of the contest. 12 points for Swider. Smitsdorf is flirting with a double-double. She's got 8. And 7 boards to go along with it. Make that 9. 5 of 9 points from the line for the 6'1 center, the junior out of Coon Rapids, Minnesota. 11-point lead for the Thunder now as Durrell has it up top. Now Schwen. Great off-ball movement as Schwen's going to take it inside. The middle was cleared out. Goes for the layup, but the foul called. It looks like Deirdre Lassiter is going to be called with the foul, tagged for her third of the contest. Foul in each quarter as Lily Schwen will head to the line for the second time. And that ball bouncing all the way around the rim, but ends up falling for Schwen, makes her first free throw of the contest. She is now 6 for 13 on the season. She missed the first 2 back in the first quarter, and now she will make 2 here as Bluecoats comes on, checking in for Deidre Lassiter. A little bit of foul trouble for her. She's got 3. Annika Richardson is the only player with multiple fouls for the Thunder. But she also has close to a double-double with 4 rebounds and 7 points. Shaliga outside to Buchholz. The corner, and then a 3-point shot. It looks like they're going to give that to her. Second 3 of the game for Aubrey Buchholz. Only way she has shot the ball. 6 points for her. Open 3 for Richardson, and it's good. Give up a 3, get a 3. Annika Richardson gets her first triple of the contest, or second triple of the contest, excuse me. She's 2 for 2 from behind the 3-point arc. Obrey drives, the pull-up shot no good, and that is Ellie Castle securing her game-leading 10th board of the game. 4 more buckets for Castle, or 4 more points for Castle, and that'll give her a double-double. She misses the long-range 2-pointer. Rebound to Taubenheim. Taubenheim swings across court for Obrey. Obrey has it poked away, out to Buchholz though, at the 3-point line. Cross-court pass to Taubenheim again. Now Shaliga looking for Smitsdorf in the paint, and they're going to give that on the floor to Ellie Castle. Ellie Castle, her first foul of the contest, has done a very good job on Smitsdorf down low. Bullinger 2 for 5 from the field. And that's a clean steal from Annika Richardson. Textbook stuff. Ball pokes out to Durrill. Durrill pulls up and slows things up to get numbers back. Great pass inside for Richardson from Castle. And Annika Richardson in double figures now with 10. The lead grows 15 points. That's the largest lead of the day for the Thunder. They have led for almost the entire game. Obery gets it inside, airballs the floater, and Castle fighting off Smitsdorf for it, but Castle's the one who touches it last. Going to fall out of bounds as a substitution ready to come in for Concordia, Wisconsin. Cameron Shaliga will be replaced by Aaron Vergitz, who is 0 for 3 from the field, but has 4 rebounds, 1 on the offensive side. Obery inbounds to Taubenheim. The 3 from the wing, off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound by Durrill. Durrill pushing everybody back for the Falcons. She's going to take it herself. No, Richardson, the board, off the front of the rim, and she tips it out to Durrill. Durrill for Castle. Castle thinking about the long 2. Instead, the step back from Schweider underneath the basket, though. And that will fall for a team turnover. Paige Zerbel will come on to replace Taubenheim for the Falcons. Still no substitutions in this third quarter on the first 4 minutes for Kent Madsen and the Thunder. Zerbel to Obery, looking inside for Vergitz, swings it. Buchholz, no good. Richardson fighting for the rebound, ends it with Smitsdorf for Buchholz, blocked, but a foul called. We're going to see if that basket counts, and then we'll call that on the floor. So in the air before the second shot, the foul was called. And that's going to go against Hannah Schweider, her second personal. First free throw attempt by someone not named Lindsay Smitsdorf for the Falcons. That's Buchholz who puts it in. She's 2 for 5 from the three-point line, 2 for 6 overall, and 2 of 2 from the line now. Lindsay Smitsdorf has missed just 1 free throw. Other than that, it's a perfect day at the charity stripe in the first half and the second half of the game so far for the Falcons. Sicking thought about the 3. Calling for the screen was Nordling. Quick pass, Richardson, Sicking, back outside, 3-ball attempts, no good from Mooney. Mooney still fighting for it against Vergitz, who secured the board. Now it's Zerbel, pass goes over her head, tips it forward, back to Schwen. 2-on-1 opportunity for the Thunder. Textbook, Sicking, layup, it's good. Great read of the defender by Schwen, drew the defense in, and then a bounce pass under the outstretched arms for Annika Richardson, or Caroline Sicking, rather. 3-ball from Obery off the back iron, no good, and it's rebounded by Richardson. Richardson is looking for a double-double herself. She's got 6 boards now and 12 points, tied for the team lead with Hannah Schweider. Here's Obery, and a 15-point lead is still intact for the Thunder. Zerbel, the open 3. She's missed 3 already, but the bank is open this time. Paige Zerbel gets her first triple of the game. Makes it 3 for 14 for the Falcons. Cross-court pass to an open Sicking. On a fight off Zerbel, swings it again. Now Mooney back out for Schwen. Open in the corner, no good. Rebound by Sicking. Sicking puts it back up, ends up in the hands of Richardson, who gets the ball and the bucket. 14 points for Annika Richardson, and a timeout called by Stacy Brunner-Jones. 28 points for the Falcons, 42 for Wheaton. They have come off hot after a slow start and are in complete control of this one. We're going to take a short break here on WTSN. The Thunder in the lead, 42-28. And we're back on WTSN. Josh Sperber here as the Wheaton College Thunder are looking to start off the new year, or end off 2021, on a really good note. They're doing that so far. They have been in the lead for most of the contest. 42-28 the score. They've been in the lead since the end of the first quarter as Smitsdorf fighting off Castle and gets the bucket to go. 12-point advantage for the Thunder as Schwen brings it up. Here's Sickink. Now in for Castle, 4 points away from a double-double. Back to Sickink. Looking to go inside. Miscommunication with Mooney there, and she sends it out of bounds for another turnover. That is the 11th of the game for Wheaton, with 3:20 to go in the third quarter. Buchholz swings it to Lassiter. She's been quiet. 1 for 3 on the night, but that one was the first bucket of the game at about the halfway mark of the first quarter. Ball going in for Smitsdorf, and it is a foul going to be called on Sickink. That's a reach-in for her, and for Sickink, that is her second foul of the day. Lily Schwen will head to the bench. Zoe Nordling will replace her at the point guard position. The Falcon point guard, Aubry, is going to inbound it. Loops it on for Lassiter. Gets it back to Aubry. Pull up Jay. Cash money. Reagan Aubry cuts the lead down to 10. She's got 6. Inefficient day scoring so far for the Falcons. They're within 10 as the Thunder maintain their lead. They have not lost to an opponent outside the CCIW all season long. Great interior defense from Smitsdorf. Ball squirts out to Sickink. Rolls around the net and in. Caroline Sickink, the most efficient player on the floor today. 75% from the field, has made 3 of 4. Lead back to 12. Zerbel to Aubry, swinging to Lassiter. Thought about the open 3, instead she's going to drive. Posting up Sickink. Lassiter, the runner, no good, and Sickink is going to dive for it. All out on the floor. Nordling sends it inside, and Mooney tries to save it. Tipped by Buchholz there. Mooney unable to come up with it for the turnover. Zerbel inside for Smitsdorf. Castle anticipates, pokes it away. Lassiter has it now, and it's taken away from her by Annika Richardson. 1-on-none. Richardson slides in for the easy layup, and it's 46-32. Annika Richardson gets her first steal of the day, leads the way with 16 points. Zerbel has it up top. Now Lassiter, not a 3-point shooting threat. Buchholz from the corner, off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Castle. Castle leads the way with 11 boards. Only player in double-digit rebounds on the day so far is a turnover by Zoe Nordling and the Thunder. A starter is going to go back in as Shaliga replaces Smitsdorf. And now Reagan Aubry will be replaced by Madeline Taubenheim for the Falcons as well. One substitution coming on for the Thunder. Ellie Castle will check out, and making her second appearance in her first game of the season, Rachel Brady. 7th career game for the Thunder, but did not play until today this season. Errant pass from Taubenheim, controlled by Buchholz. Shaliga crosses it, drives inside, foul called on the floor. And I believe it's Brady, the culprit. So it's going to be on Nordling. She was there helping on the defense as well. 14-point lead, under a minute left in this third quarter. And it is, looks like it's going to be a shooting foul. Thought that was going to be on the floor as well, but Cameron Shaliga will head to the line for the first time tonight. Third player at the charity stripe for the Falcons. They've missed just one free throw, 7 for 8. Make that 8 for 9. That's the first free throw attempt of the season for Cameron Shaliga, and she drains it. The second one is good as well. 2 for 2 from the line is Shaliga. And the score is back down to a 12-point lead, 46-34 with 50 seconds left. Here's Mooney to Nordling as Madsen wants the Thunder to set up a play. Off-ball cuts from Mooney. Thinking about the three, takes a step in to Richardson. Great defensive play by Cameron Shaliga. Standing up straight, not moving on the minimal amount of contact. Deflects the ball out of bounds. I believe they're going to give that a block shot for Shaliga, her first of the game. Now Sicking controls, crosses over, driving down the right side to Richardson. Great D from Shaliga again, and that affects the shot as well, and a foul going to be called on Sicking as she gets tied up with Deirdre Lassiter. Second foul of the game for Sicking. And in the bonus are the Falcons. Deirdre Lassiter will take 2 shots with 23 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Lassiter's first free throw attempt of the game is good, and that is the biggest bright spot of the day for Concordia, Wisconsin, as they have been money at the line. 9 for 10, now 9 for 11 free throw appearances. Sorry, 10 for 12 as Lassiter goes 1 for 2. Nordling, no shot clock. She gives it to Richardson. Richardson tries to cross it over, has it taken away by Shaliga. 5 seconds left. Swings it all the way up the court for Zerbal. 2 seconds left. The prayer off the backboard and off the rim. No good. And the lead down to 11. So the first quarter where Concordia, Wisconsin has scored more points than the Thunder, outscoring Wheaton 18-17 in the highest scoring quarter of the contest. We still have one more quarter of basketball before 2022 in the final game of the year. In 2021, Wheaton leads Concordia, Wisconsin 46-35. The Falcons will start just a couple of feet away from me here on the broadcast table. Josh Sperber for WTSN. It has been all Thunder since the first quarter. They maintain a double-digit lead as they have since the end of that first half. And for the first time, we're going to dip into single digits. A layup for Paige Smitsdorf, or Lindsay Smitsdorf, excuse me. 46-37. 9-point lead for the Thunder. First time in over 2 quarters that the lead has been under double digits, and that's going to change. Ellie Castle, leading scorer of the Thunder, swishes home the long 2. And the lead's back up to 11 for the Thunder. Zerbal to Shaliga on the wing. Up to Buchholz, thinks about the 3, and Sen's going to lob it for Smitsdorf, and it's taken away by Ellie Castle. No one has more steals in the game than her. Is Swider drawing the contact, gets the layup to go. Teetering on the front edge of the rim, Hannah Swider gets her first basket of the second half. 14 points for the second leading scorer on the Thunder. Lob pass in for Smitsdorf. Castle takes it away from her. Richardson loses it, gets the ball right back. It does Shaliga. The foul is knocked on the floor. Cameron Shaliga was hit. Annika Richardson gets the foul called on her. She has the most fouls on the Thunder. That's her third personal. Swider has 3 as well. Long jumper from Zaliga, no good. Richardson gets the rebound, but a foul called on Zerbel. Pushing off in the paint there. She was widely outmatched in terms of height, as Annika Richardson will head out. Carolyn Sickink will check in. She's 3 for 4 from the field, leading the way with 5 assists. Annika Richardson, 2 steals, 16 points, and 6 boards. Sickink to Schwen. To Durrill. Steps back, kicks it to Schweider. She leads the way, 12.5 points a game. And ball back out to Durrill. Durrill off the pump fake, blocked by Shaliga, the foul called. Cameron Shaliga and Lindsay Smitsdorf were there on the interior. It's going to send Durrill to the free throw line. Shaliga called with her second foul today. She's 0 for 4 from the field, but 2 for 2, now 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Brenda Rill, a sharpshooter on this Thunder team. They're 1 for 2 from the line coming into the game, now 4 for 5. Has provided all of her 4 points today. Lead back up to 15 for the Thunder as Zerbel has it on the top of the key. Shaliga, 1-on-1 with Sickink. Pivots away. Layup off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Durrill. Durrill pushing the pace, but the Falcons have too many people back. Nice dish from Schwen for the double-double by Castle, no good, and it's kicked out. Ball ends up in the hands of Swider, misses the 3. Buchholz on the rebound. And they're going to tag Castle with a reach-in foul on Smitsdorf. She has been behind Smitsdorf in the paint quite a lot. Has credited with a steal, but has poked out a couple of passes intended for Lindsay Smitsdorf that has limited her, the leading scorer on the team for the Falcons tonight. 7.25 left in this first quarter. 15-point lead for the Thunder. Errant pass going to Castle from Swider. Sickink swings it to Castle. She wants to shoot that 3, loves that step back. Pass to pass it to Durrill, and a clear kick ball. There's a kick save and a butte by Reagan Obrey prevents the ball from going into the interior as Deidre Lassiter comes on for Aubrey Buchholz. Ball right in front of the broadcast booth here as Sickink gets the inbound pass. Looking for Castle inside, backing down Smitsdorf. Great defense by the junior center at a Legacy Christian Academy. And the Falcons get the ball without letting up a basket. And the pass over the head of Shaliga, stolen by Sickink. Under 7 now, Schwen. Thought about going inside. Castle calling for it, and she's going to the line with a chance to secure that double-double. 12 rebounds already, 8 points, 4 for 11 from the field, and Ellie Castle will head to the line for the first time. 70% free throw shooter so far. Coming off a career-high 17 points. She's a leader across all categories is Ellie Castle. 8-8 on the season. Second on the team in rebounds, third in points scored, leading in blocks. 70% free throw shooter. No good. The lane violation. Must have thought there was a 1-and-1 going the way the Falcons came off the line as Castle misses one from the line. Wheaton is 6 of 9 from the charity stripe as Castle makes the second. She's got 9. 16-point lead is the largest of the day for Wheaton. Obrey with Durrill defending. He's going to kick it, well anticipated by Swider, but it ends up in Taubenheim's hands anyway. Looking inside, Buchholz. Zerbel looking inside for Lassiter. Can't get the pass off. It's deflected, knocked away. Another reverse layup attempt from Lassiter that gets it to go. Both baskets for Deidre Lassiter have come on reverse layups. And she's got 5 on the night. 53-39 as we approach the halfway mark in this fourth quarter. Castle on the post up, off the front rim, no good. Durrill gets the rebound, too short on the follow though. Buchholz gets it, now Aubry. They'll slowly bring it up the court as Wheaton quick to get their numbers back. Quick hands from Swider, picking off a pass from Taubenheim. Schwinn sets it up for Durrill. That pass is knocked away by Aubry, and it's going to stay right here with the Thunder. Swider, the intended recipient, as Reagan Aubry says, anything you can do, I can do also. Swider ended up with a steal. Aubry stopped an easy layup though. As Schwinn will inbound as Kent Madsen, in his 12th season with the Thunder, will call a timeout. Best overall win percentage in the CCIW with the Thunder. The score holds, they'll move up to 10-2 on the season, 10-0 against non-conference opponents, but 2-2 against CCIW. They've been ranked as high as 6th this season and are currently 19th on the WBCA coaches poll. 3rd in the Central region for NCAA D3 schools. And they have a home record of 4-1. And they are certainly holding their court today. New Year's special here on WTSN. The last game of 2021, as tomorrow's match against the University of Chicago has been canceled. Castle to Schwinn. Inside, Richardson on the post-up. She loses control. And the ball squirts out to Madeline Taubenheim. Taubenheim pushing, but she's double. Trap employed by Durrill and Swider, and it's well executed. But I believe it was Durrill who poked that out of bounds. Aubry, who is rarely sat out in this game. She leads the way, playing 29 minutes so far. Buchholz to Zerbel, thought about the 3. Picks it up, Aubry controls it now. She's looking inside. Goes behind her back, tries to drive through for the layup, draws the foul instead. Bryn Zerbel, the culprit. Sorry, Bryn Durrill, excuse me. Her second foul of the contest. Aubry will be shooting free throws for the first time today. He's 3 for 12 from the field, but 1 for 1 from the line. A 62.5% free throw shooter on the season. Cut the lead to 13. Rims out on the second. And the score remains 53-30. We're halfway through this final quarter. A 13-point lead for the Thunder that have led for the last 3+ quarters. Richardson kicks it to Durrill. Inside, and Castle has it swiped away by Deidre Lassiter. Crossover by Taubenheim, looking to pass it out to Buchholz for 3. Swider got her hand there. Aubry gets 3, pulls up off the back of the iron, no good. Lassiter, the bucket, to follow, no good on the rebound. And now Schwinn. Everyone back for the Falcons. That high press offense of the first half. Each side, each coach has adjusted. 2 very experienced coaches, a combined 29 years of experience at their current program. Castle, wide open corner 3, no good. Richardson secures the rebound on the post. Hook shot off the backboard, no good. Rebound by Buchholz. Aubry sees the right side, will slowly increase her speed, drives around Castle, who's sealed off by Lassiter, and Aubry gets the bucket. 9 points for her. Most field goals made, but second on the team with Paige Smitsdorf leading the way. She's getting ready to check in there, and it looks like she will after the ball rolls out of bounds on an errant pass. Smitsdorf checking in. And a time called by Kent Madsen of the Thunder. 3.5 remaining in this first period, and Wheaton is well on their way to win number 10 of the season. We'll see if they can hold it, and we'll have more action coming up next on WTSN. Remaining in this one, an 11-point lead for the Thunder. As Deidre Lassiter controls it at the top of the key. Buchholz to Lassiter. Swings it to Zerbel. Gets Schwen a bite on the pump fake. Kicks across court to Obrey. Now Buchholz from the corner. That's where she likes it. The 2 threes from the corner is Smitsdorf. A nice move, a little bit of a dream shake for Lindsay Smitsdorf. 13 points for her. And the lead is back to single digits for the first time since the beginning of this quarter. A 9-point lead for the Thunder, though. They're in complete control of this. Ellie Castle looking for a double-double. 9 points and 13 boards. Schwen might have had it knocked away by Smitsdorf, but not enough to alter the trajectory of the shot. As Schwen gets point number 6 for her. Lily Schwen, the sophomore guard, 2 for 4 from the field. Here's Buchholz on the pump fake. Blocked by Swider, but Buchholz gets it right back. Here comes Lassiter. Now Obrey. Jab step, corner 3, it's good. Cash money for Reagan Obrey. And it's an 8-point lead now for the Thunder as Madsen will take a 30-second timeout. Maybe too little too late for the Falcons, but there's still plenty of time in this one. A game that has been controlled almost entirely by the Thunder. They've had the lead since the end of the first quarter. And the only lead that Concordia, Wisconsin has had was a 2-point lead after Deidre Lassiter hit a reverse layup for the first points of the game. Since then, Wheaton has dominated. Ending the first quarter, outscoring the Falcons at 19-7. And it's been pretty even since then, but that big lead has been all that Wheaton needed to maintain the edge in this one. Annika Richardson leads the way with 16 points. She's got 7 boards as well. Make that 8 boards. 14 and 7 for Hannah Swidert as well. Here's Schwen. Thought about it inside for Swider. Now Castle. Guarded by Smitsdorf. Castle's going to drive. It's poked away by Buchholz. And the Falcons wanted that ball back. But Buchholz was the last to touch it. They thought that it hit off the leg of Ellie Castle. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Castle inside with it. Backing down Smitsdorf. The post move blocked by Smitsdorf into the hands of Sickink. Needs to put it right back up. Castle gets it back off the backboard. Makes the shot, but the ball did not hit the rim, so it's another shot clock violation. Just the second of the game for Wheaton. And the Falcons looking to put some pressure on the Thunder. 8 points behind with 1:40 left. Buchholz sends it inside. Smitsdorf, she's had the hot hand today. Misses on the post move. And a foul called on the ground against Smitsdorf. Third foul of the day. Smitsdorf leading the way in blocks. Tying for the lead in fouls as well. Best from the line. And she's got a double-double at 13 and 10. Minute 20. As we're going to see a slow possession from Schwen and the Thunder. Richardson Cutting inside with Swider from the corner. Sicking swings to Castle. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. In for Swider. Saves it from going out of bounds. Ends up in the hands of Madeline Taubenheim. Taubenheim being ridden out of bounds by Schwen. They're finally going to call that foul on the floor. Lily Schwen, her second foul of the game, but still one away from the bonus, are the Falcons. So inbounded in front of their own bench will be Reagan Aubry. They need to move quicker if they want a chance at coming back. Under a minute left and an 8-point deficit for the Falcons. Buchholz off the screen from Laster. You can hear that slap by Lily Schwen as she tried to knock that ball away from Buchholz. So it'll be Aubrey Buchholz going to the line for Concordia, Wisconsin, as Cameron Shaliga checks back in. Madeline Taubenheim will exit. Buchholz 4 for 6 from the line on the season, make that 5 for 7. That first free throw cuts the lead to 7, 55-48. Buchholz makes the second, another crucial free throw. It's now a 2-possession game. 6-point lead for the Thunder, but time is on their side. No fouls yet for Brunner Jones. Interesting decision as the Thunder can just kill time on the clock and give a shot clock back, but a mistaken pass gives the ball right back to Concordia, Wisconsin. This could get interesting. 38 seconds left, a 6-point lead in a game that has been a double-digit lead for the better part of this contest by the Thunder. Aubry quickly driving towards the basket, underhand layup, and it's a 4-point game now. There's a quick foul by Shaliga just before Schwen let off the pass. Only 2 seconds tick off of the clock. And the Thunder took their foot off the gas in this fourth quarter, and it has shown. 16-9, outscoring the Thunder, or the Falcons in this quarter, as Schwen to the line for 2. She makes the first one, and that is huge for Wheaton. 56-51, 29.5 seconds remain as Schwen looks for her second. She gets it to go, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered for the Thunder. Schwen is 4 for 6 from the line. She's got 8, and a timeout called as both teams in the bonus now. Timeout called by Stacy Brunner Jones. Lead back up to 6 for the Thunder. We've seen the quick fouling. Now we might need to see the quick 3-point shots as Stacy Brunner Jones and company drawing up a play in the Falcon huddle. As Kent Madsen trying to probably tell his ladies no fouls, keep them off the line, and just ride this one out. 29 seconds separate the Thunder from maintaining an undefeated record in non-conference games. Go 5-1 here at King Arena. Anna Swider and Annika Richardson lead the way in terms of scoring, 14 and 16 points respectively. 14 rebounds for Ellie Castle, who has played all but about 2 minutes of this contest. Barely have seen her leave the court. 9 points and 14 rebounds for the junior forward. Ball sent in to Shaliga. Shaliga on the post-up. Great defense by Sickink, and Castle gets the board. Schwen back to Castle. And they're going to keep moving away are the Thunder. 18 seconds left. Finally, Smitsdorf gets the foul on Caroline Sickink. That's the 4th for Lindsay Smitsdorf. And Caroline Sickink will head to the line for the first time today. 2 of these could just about do it for the Falcons. Sickink shooting 71% from the line this season. First one is good. Those crunch time free throws have been golden for the Thunder. Schwen made 2, and now 1 so far for Sickink. looking to just about seal it. And now the lead's back up to 8 as Caroline Sickink sinks 2. 59-51 with 16 seconds left. Another timeout. Should be the final one for Stacy Brunner-Jones and company. Madsen probably telling his team to guard the perimeter, as Concordia, Wisconsin has no choice but to shoot a 3 here in the final seconds of this game. It looks like the Concordia University of Wisconsin Falcons will drop to 5-4, and it would be their 3rd loss against a ranked team. They're 0 for 3 against ranked teams on the season so far. 2 of those teams are undefeated. That's Wisconsin Whitewater and Wisconsin Lutheran. So a tough non-conference schedule for the Falcons. Blocked by Castle, and she controls it. Dribbling it out will be Sickink. I don't think we'll see another foul. 5 seconds left. Caroline Sickink and the Thunder will dribble it out. And a little bit of a late scare. The Falcons got the lead down to 4, but the Thunder hold on, clutch free throws when it came to foul or die time. And Wheaton gets their 10th win of the season. 8-0 against non-conference teams this year, and that is a great way to end off 2021 for the Wheaton College Thunder. Hannah Swider and Annika Richardson leading the way, 14 and 16 points, 15 rebounds for Ellie Castle. That's a season high for her. She played all but 1 minute, as the team will gather for a prayer in the center of the court to end off this one. Not the most efficient day from the field for either team. 31% for Wheaton, 28 for Concordia, 30% from the three-point line to 25. And it has been another win for Wheaton. They move it to 5-1 at home. 59-51 is your final score. And this has been a good game of basketball. The Wheaton Thunder in the lead for almost the entirety of this game. A 2-point lead early after the first shot from Lassiter, and then it was all Wheaton after that. They tied it up at 2, went on a nice run to end off the first quarter. A 19-5 run in the final 3 minutes of the quarter. But Wheaton gets their 10th victory of the season, remains undefeated in non-conference game, and they will be ready to continue CCIW play in 2022. The next game for Wheaton will be back at King Arena at North Park University right here at King Arena, another CCIW game, and there will be another chance for Wheaton to try and build up their lead in the CCIW. For WTSN, our great crew, I'm Josh Sperber. We wish you all a happy new year. Thanks for tuning in, and stay safe in the rest of this holiday season. Happy New Year, everyone, and good night.